Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the ground, McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He made...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Carolina.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Three. Mike 52.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The pass.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check cross. Both the mic. Mark. All day, Clark. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. 79 Bronco.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Jets punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but To go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
So that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now left side on the swing pass. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a pickup of
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this carries into the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Denzel Perryman came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. To try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Jets 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
56, right there, 56.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
The end result, 21 yards.
1st down, Carolina.
56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Flush to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Intended for DJ Moore.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
For Carolina.
Sly set to boot it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
5-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
12 yards there and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field, downfield.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
A gain of 9.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Carolina.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 27, Jets 14. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
DJ Moore.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are. You guarantee they want the penalty. Turned down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turned down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Panthers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.